Pacific Crest Trail, which is a national scenic trail, 2,650 miles of trail, and many of those miles of trail being in super remote locations. It's very hard to keep up with that maintenance.
We've been working here for probably, I think, 13 days at this point.
Located in something that's not the most optimal space for a trail.
It's quite the operation. 2 of the days are dedicated just to like coming into the site, setting up, and then leaving the site and breaking stuff down.
This is a really, really tough thing to do, and it takes a long time to build like just one step or just one wall. I get to move rocks all day, and I know that doesn't sound fun, but like there's something so simple about it.
You know, this crew's out here doing backcountry rock work. We're treating this area as a wilderness area, so we're not using power tools out here. We do all by hand.
I had no idea, other than some people just come through every now and again and probably maintain it, but I've never seen it actually happening until the first day we got here and we passed those guys coming down.
Once I learned about what like trail crews were, I was really infatuated by the idea because, I don't know, it seemed cool to just be out here for so long backpacking in the backcountry. I've never backpacked before. This is my first time.
This is like central camp. We use that table a lot to like serve food on. So we've got a nice system for chores. We've got people on breakfast, water, and then dinner and dinner cleanup. Recently, we've been having like dehydrated pasta, or we had soup last night. And then that direction's the latrine.
We don't have to get too close because it does kind of smell a little bit. But yeah, there's a pretty nice view for it. It's not too bad.
I didn't know what to expect. I showed up, I was missing a bunch of stuff. Everyone else had it. I didn't know what I was doing. I needed help setting up my tent the first time, but I feel like now I'm pretty proficient at it.
I saw a salamander up there once, just like, I don't know. Being out here like makes you appreciate like the smallest things, like a breeze that like cuts into like the heat of the day.
This is certainly more of a like fun and joyful experience than I would have anticipated.
I'm growing connections for life, both to the Eastern Sierra, where we're doing all of our work, and all of these young, passionate people who are entering into their lives and careers.
Certainly being out here, it's made me more appreciative to have access to these certain trails used for like recreation and backpacking and all sorts of other multi-use purposes.
The main goal of this position, and with the funding that's come through GAOA, is to build up the leadership skills of our volunteers. So even though the funding for something like this legislation is kind of set to run out eventually, we'll hopefully have a volunteer base that is sustainable, has a really strong leadership core, and they have the skills necessary to work on the trail well after the legislation's funding is over.
Getting to get my hands on it and make put rocks and stairs in that are going to stay there for another 100 years is awesome, and knowing that I could come back someday and they're still going to be there and my work is still going to be helping, I think that's pretty cool.